Let's see. Fantastic. We're live. I'll be with y'all in a minute. Copy link address. Da, 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 da. All right. I'm going to try and be as fair about this as humanly possible. Let's check back at the dashboard. Hey, everybody. Anthony's talking about them dar stocks, and I actually thought about having a giant meltdown today, but that got resolved. Long story short, my overall money in this account, that being Robinhood, is finally up $100 instead of being in the hole. That's not what we're streaming about, and I'm not here to brag. So just for example, this is Workhorse. It's 1840. Because I'm a chicken shit coward, I want to take my money and run. So I go to this happy little sell option. You're about to see the problem here. I'm going to put in 3 shares. Now I do have a limited account, which means that you can't buy and sell the same day. You have to wait a day. Okay, I bought this Friday, I believe, at the very least. We're going to go in. We're going to put in 1825. Normally, I probably wouldn't do this, but I'm just going to show you it doesn't work. Good till canceled, allow, review order, and service is unavailable. You know what? Maybe it's just that stock. I thought I'd put this out there because, Robinhood's like, oh, we'll get back to you. And I'm like, so you're going to compensate me, right? And to be fair, just for example here, these shares are worth about $54.80 total. It's not like I'm going to lose all that. Like, it's not going to go up in flame, but the profit could. The profit could easily piss off here. What could really happen there? I could lose somewhere between $3 to $6. And you're like, $3 to $6, you crybaby. And I concur. That wouldn't be a big deal. But I also want to get rid of some other shit, too. If I wanted to overhype this, just for an example, $869 is what this is at. It could easily dip back down. It's gone up $1. That's $10 profit. That could become $10 loss. And it won't let me fucking sell the stock. You see what I'm saying? The thing I got super fucking lucky with, this is the first time in my life where I've never been so happy to lose $80. This is... Some of you guys are probably like, oh, that's fucking psychotic. So I didn't really buy 4 contracts with Apple. I bought them and then they split over the weekend, and I got it up to a fair amount, sold it off. It was kind of glitching and bugging already, and fucking Robinhood was being stupid, and I got out of there, and I was like, well, I didn't go broke, is it? And I didn't get stuck with them in there, and from what I understand, let's check up there. How is Apple doing right now? Let's find out if I'd have been more in the money. Oh yeah, no, I totally would have been making more money if I would have stayed put. But you know what? I got out. I'm clean. That's fine. And Apple's giving me trouble to sell, and you never know. Yeah, like I said, this swings pretty hard. And for those of you guys who don't understand what a contract is where you buy 100 shares at a reduced rate, but if you can't sell it off in the allotted time, you lose all the money. Normally when you buy a share, it goes up and down a couple of bucks. If it's $100 share, it might swing up and down 10, 20 or something like that. That's pretty extreme. It's a little bit more rare for anyone who's heard the name Tesla. That one can sometimes swing a couple $100. Fortunes can be, made and lost on that shit. God forbid you get into contracts with that crazy crap. A Tesla contract before the split literally cost, I think like $10,000. Let's look that up. Let's pray like hell Anthony doesn't accidentally buy one. Holy shit. So we're going to go to trade options here. So this is going to be about a fourth of the price here. Just for an example, we're going to click this. We're absolutely not going to buy. Oh, it'd be amazing. Oh, wouldn't that be something if miraculously the buy option works but not the sell? Oh, what a fucking racket. Okay, so here's this. So for example, you would put in, let's say 1860. You would be charged 1860 plus this commission rate for that many shares. So let's say roughly, let's just round up. Let's be super lazy and say that that's 18. In fact, let's just get rid of that shit so it can't accidentally. It'll never sell me that cheap. 18 times 100 would be $1,800, so that's 1,800 plus $400. So we're looking at 22,000. No, 2,200. And that could go up in smoke. Expires by September 4th, so you'd have a week. I don't recommend that. You could make a ton of money every dollar it goes up. You make $100, and you feel like a genius when that works. You're like, oh my god, I just sat on my ass and made $100. Why the fuck doesn't everyone do this? Well, every dollar it goes down, you lose $100, and whoo boy, when that Apple contract was down $500, $600 2 days in a row, Thursday, Friday, and whew, that got the heart pumping. And when I got out of bed and I was like, okay, it's good. Oh crap, it's dropping. Okay, it's good. And then, and oh crap, freaking Robinhood doesn't want to work. Oh fuck, please sell. Please, you can take a little bit. Okay, you can take a lot. Just sell the goddamn contract. Then, so that's why I'm not flaking out. I'm basically just raising awareness. I'm sure if other people have this platform. Actually, last time I checked today, TD Ameritrade was down. I've heard of that. I'm not as upset. I think I have IDEX in there at good money. Let me just see. I bought a share of IDEX just to keep an eye on it in my stock list over here. So at 129, my stock, I have like 2,000 shares at 119. I'm good. That can sit there. I'm not having a panic attack about that. It's a shame. I learned that there's so many cool fucking tools on TD Ameritrade. I think they actually make you sign a contract or something like that. You're not supposed to share them or some shit. Or I don't have it in front of me. So let's see. I can sell, but I can't buy anything using the phone app. Like, I could totally do this. Like if I had somebody on the phone, I'd probably be like, okay, I'm gonna bitch. I'm certainly going to bitch about it, but it's the fact that they don't have anyone live working over there, and I've talked to someone live at Webull, which is another brokerage, basically a place you sell stocks at, and I've gotten my shit back through there, and they've been helpful over the phone. I won't say that. Well, yeah, no, I will. I've that account is making money. I'm down $200 from my high point, but I'm $400 up from like where I bought in, so that's all good. That's all profit. TD Ameritrade, it's kind of complicated. I'm not going to say I'm smart enough to use it. It's nice to... Well, here's the reason why you're like, Anthony, why do you have 3 of these? Well, typically a lot of these have day trades, basically where you could buy and sell the same day. In full disclosure, my Robinhood account, I got that feature locked for 90 days because... I screwed up and winded up buying a bunch of puts. I sold them all off 4 in one day. Only lost $40, which, believe me, things weren't going my way. It's I got lucky enough when I was buying Apple. I was talking to 2 people I got advice from were Rabbit, who's like he's really big into stocks. Another one's named Lou. And every time I'd be like, oh, why is this not doing good? Why this not doing good? And he's like, well, Apple's kind of running the tech sector right now, that and Tesla. So I'm like, well, why am I investing in these other stocks that are beholden to Apple when I could just go for Apple? And I remember throwing down, like, I don't know, some exorbitant amount, made like $280 on the first contract. Bought back into one. That crashed. Like, it was still good. I had like 2 days and a week, which is the one I ditched today. It got down to like $500 minimal, and I was like, Well, it's pretty low. I'm gonna buy a contract for fucking 2 days. And that thing shot up $5, and I cashed that out. It gave me $180. I don't know the math. I know it worked. I know it fucking worked. I'm making $180 lickety split. Sure felt fucking fantastic. In fact, if you guys don't believe me, let's go over to that. Count. History. Let's hunt that bitch down. I would just go to sales, but Apple's a little wonky over the transaction thing. You know what I'm talking about. Well, there was a stock trade. I forgot how the hell it goes. So anyways, I think this is it. So one contract at 12.20. Where is the other one? 9:30. I'm going to assume this is the one where I cashed in. It's hard to say. But you could see that Anthony's kind of sporadic and nutty with fucking some of his buys. I did manage to get rid of the one that originally Lou, Rabbit's friend, talked me into was QCOM. I got out of that at a profit. It's still going up right now. If you guys ever do get into stuff, and this isn't, obviously going to always be the case, Mondays seem to be a really good recovery day, and that's why I'm a little annoyed. I'm a little jilted because people come out and buy on Monday, they sell off, use up all their fucking trades. Not everybody, but the bulk of that it feels like it happens unless there's a stock market crash, which could totally happen. Why I can't sell everything off. In fact, let's try that again. Let's see if Anthony is being completely unreasonable. Maybe while he was talking and bitching, there was a chance to sell, and he was just too stupid to check. So let's do that. I think that's fair. Let's just make absolutely sure he cannot sell any of this shit. Review order. No, I'm still fucked since the beginning or before the beginning of this, trying to sell any of this shit off. Isn't that just fine and dandy? And let's see, how long have we been streaming for? Any idea? 12 minutes. That a lot can happen in 12 minutes, kids. It's not. Technically, I'm not freaking out right now. The worst thing that could have happened is gone. I'm making awareness, and if you have any friends that have a Robinhood account, either they should like this video or make one of their own to bitch, because I'm pretty sure any kind of brokerage firm that gets kind of bad PR, they'll start to get off their ass. The bulk of my investment, and I'm going to use this in a past tense, I hope I get compensated for this bullshit, is on Robinhood. I'll pull it up just so I don't look I'm talking out my ass. There it is, 9,400. This, as you can tell, Anthony had some problems, some very severe sporadic psychotic problems. So when I said I only lost $80 of my investment, that's okay. That's, if you could see, like, the low point was 8,800, then we popped up to 9,400. I'm like, why are you only bitching about a couple of bucks? There are times where every dollar counts. this, just want to make sure, and it feels like they're. I'm going to assume it's not intentional. I'm assuming it's a technical difficulty. But here's the whole thing: the minute this shit fucking settles, I'm probably gonna rip it out and either put it in Webull or TD Ameritrade. I know TD has their problems. I don't think I've ever had Webull be down. It's a little bit more complicated. I do like the simplicity. Hi, I'm a moron. Of Robinhood, but this is kind of unacceptable. And you know what? This might not go up until like the whole day. Like, what if it just doesn't kick back into Tuesday and everything's suddenly down $2? It'll come back, presumably. What if I bought contracts? What if I bought something for like a couple $1,000 expired tomorrow? Wasn't able to sell it. I pop on, and that was the plan for Apple. I was going to buy a contract, then get 2 puts, which where you're buying against the stock. You pay as it goes down. I could have lost thousands of dollars while this happened. This is unacceptable. And the fact that they're like, oh, no, we'll get back to you. That's bullshit. That's not cool. Let me just make sure. How much has this gone down? To be fair, I probably would have got out around like 1,800 for these 3 shares, and I made like, you know what? 330 a share. Typically I don't buy this little. I bought a few just to keep an eye on Workhorse, and I was like, oh, I'll get like 20, 30, maybe 50. I've done 100 shares before. My biggest loss has been on Workhorse, but we won't get into that. We finally got that money all back. Let's see. If you guys don't believe me, 20, 20, 100. I've definitely, this one hurt, I believe. I've definitely put way too much money and time into old Workhorse. It's a hate relationship, I won't even say. I think that's the one that tore the fuck out of me. God. At 906, that can't be right. That might have been the crash. Or was that on the way up? Who even knows anymore? Fuck. So how is everybody else doing today? Does anybody have anything they want? Stock morning time. It's pretty good stocks. My investments are just 10K for a few hundred. What do you in, DCP? I didn't expect you to be a stock guy. That's fucking great. I was going to be streaming the Apple sales, the contract live. So when I wind up losing thousands of dollars, you guys would have like heard the biggest meltdown in the fucking world. The worst case scenario would have been like, okay, it gets up to about a decent point. I buy the puts. Um, it shoots up just good enough where I'm like, okay, I sell off. I either lose a little or make a little, and then it just keeps climbing. And I would have lost all my money on the puts, and I'd have been screaming my ass off. But I was like, it's Monday. Hold off before you do that. That and the platform fucked up. So to be fair, maybe the platform being a little retarded maybe saved me money, but those were my mistakes to make. They totally were. and maybe things wouldn't be so cool. What would I expect? What would I really want out of these people? So there's a thing called Robinhood Gold that they charge you $5 a month, so that you can make instant transfers from like your bank. It doesn't really transfer like say you take $1,000 and plop it in there. Normally it takes like a week or so for it to clear. With Robinhood Gold, they front you the K or however much amount you put in. Mine is up to $10,000. I haven't done that. I've considered it like if I put $25,000 in the account, I wouldn't need to worry about the day trades anymore. My restrictions would come off. That's certainly not going to happen now. I could have the money to do that. I just wouldn't trust myself because there have been times with 10K that I've been fully leveraged where I've been all in, and I'm like, I don't know if I could do that with $25,000. That sure is an awful lot of hoo-ha. That is certainly a lot of chutzpah, and I don't know, man. My dumb ass would probably have a day where I would just be like, just a little bit more. Next thing you know, it's all on the table. That's just a bad idea. My stocks are Australian Foundation Investment Company. It's kind of a government run, but most of my shares in technology and meat exports. I'm not shocked about that part for some reason. Which technologies, though, DCP? There's some pretty good freaking. I just want to mention offhand people and stocks that I'll recommend. Even though I'm the kind of asshole that will I'm reluctant to share the good people because I don't want everyone else to get the Zip Trader. That's definitely one I use. I think the other guy's name is Stas or some shit like that. You know what? One sec. Let me blank the screen real quick. But kill Discord. OBS. Don't worry, this won't take long unless Anthony's stupid ass forgets. History. Where is it? Assuming I could find this guy. Okay. And we're gonna reblank. This one is Stas Sifries. I don't know. I like his insights. I think he's not going to be able to do this for much longer, but for a couple of weeks there, he'd come out with a video on the weekend, be like, here's the following companies that are about to announce earnings. Now, this is what I've learned from my friend Rabbit, or acquaintance, whatever he wants to call. I like him. He makes me money. He got me into stocks. How do I put this? When there's a earnings, you get in while it's building up to earnings, and when earnings happen, get the fuck out. But like before, like, you know, the day of, hours ahead of time, hopefully you got in either a week before or at the beginning of the week if an earnings drop Friday. Wait for it to go up a buck and just fuck off. If you can pile in a lot, you can pile in a lot and get the hell out. I remember I gotten fucked. It was Friday. I heard Blizzard was about to announce earnings, or it just had. The time for build-up hadn't happened. And I bought in at like either $84, $85, and I was like, I'm going to do a coin flip, which was really stupid at that amount. I slapped down, I don't even know, like 18 shares? 12. 12, I think? Yeah, 12 shares, and I added 6 later. After it like spiking up $2 for like about a minute or two, and I don't think I wasn't going to use day trades for that, it crashed, and I waited, felt like weeks. Maybe it was just like a week or two. It doesn't necessarily pop up. Some do, some don't. Some get phenomenal, and then people shy away from it. Workhorse got shit earnings, and I think they went down $1 for that day, and they pop back up because that's a psychotic stock, which I guess I can't say I'm smarter than, considering I've made some really dumb plays on there, and some have paid off, and some not so much. Not so much at all. Let's get back to y'all. Let's see. It's not all that fancy, but from what I understand, they're mostly got to do with mining. Well, that's fair. I'll be cool. I don't necessarily know if this is a good idea to share this one with you guys, but I'm feeling gabby. Because why not? The two that Rabbit suggested to me are Chivo and Bingo, and truth of the matter is, if you get into either of these, you'll probably be a quite deal cheaper than where I bought in. My average is, well, no, actually, yeah. These are supposedly going to, I don't know, pop up, accumulate down the line. People who did what it's called due diligence. They did their research. Rabbit's been pretty good about that. He's like, this is one of those ones where you're just gonna have to sit on this one for about a month and it'll eventually pay off. And I was like, well, I could totally slap it down. Now you're like, oh, you only got 12 shares in here. I've got like a couple hundred on it on Weeble. The reason why I do that is because if I have it staring me in the face and I'm seeing red day after day, it mentally beats me the fuck down. It's why I kind of have a stroke every time I buy a contract, whether it loses or it wins. Actually, the winning gets the heart pumping way worse, because you're like, oh fuck, I don't want to lose it. Losing it, you just accept it. You're like, fuck, what do you do? It's a gambler mentality. God, that's sick. But it is what it is. The other one is, I keep wanting to say Bingo. Biogenemics. Average cost is 61. I should be more pissed off about this. I think I got 500 shares. But if you were to buy this, for example, and you're like, well, what if I don't want to watch it all day, Anthony? There is a workaround for that. You would put in, let's just say 100. I don't have 100 on here. Then you go to limit order. You would go allow this order to execute during extended hours. You would check that. Good till canceled. You, I guess, set it up to $1. So your 100 shares that would be normally at 58 cents, let's just round it down to 50 to make things simple, you'd double your money. Your $50 would become 100, and you wouldn't have to watch it, assuming it went up that high. The downsides obviously being is if the stock completely tanks, you're not watching it, you're letting this do all the job. You're letting the brokerage firm, which could break, which kind of reluctant to recommend Robinhood, don't you say? Or I wouldn't say worse. This is the one that'll drive you crazy. I put in the $1. I think I'm super smart. You come back a month later, it's up to 3. Oh fuck! I could have been up 300 times my money or whatever the hell, and you'd be like, fuck, fuck, fuck. But, sometimes those hurt even more because you're like, I waited so long and I only made everybody else got rich and I only got moderately fucking well. You got to learn to take your wins and your losses instead of just ripping your hair out. There's another guy that Rabbit hangs out with named Biggie, and the thing I say to him at the end of the day is, I look forward to hearing about the money you didn't win as opposed to the money that you lost. Because it's okay to bitch about the money you didn't win because that still means you're up. If you talk about the money you lost, you lost. That's all there is to it. I'd rather win a little than lose a shit ton. And I've had to learn that the hard way. So, I guess that's a good talk. Don't use Robinhood. Fuck. And I love it too. God, it's just so simple, and I like the layout, and it's just I like the way that it's set up that you can just peruse the stocks. Here, one sec. Like, for example, I could go to technology. I could sort by fucking price, high or low. Does that say Zombetic? What is this, fucking Umbrella Corporation? Fucking you market caps. That's I don't quite entirely understand market caps myself. I'm totally a fucking noob at this shit. Let's find another one. Like, for example, you could definitely look up cryptocurrency. I felt so smart when I bought one for fucking $386. Like, I went up $4 and I got out smart, and now it's fucking up 40. Well, no, let me see. 46 and climbing. Unlike stocks that close at the end of the cycle or whatever, I think it goes until like 6 Eastern. I won't go entirely too into that. If anybody has any questions, they'll contact me on Twitter, and I'll try and walk you through it. It's too much to go through right now. Cryptocurrencies are always working, like every second of the day, and you can only sell them on these platforms. I'm sure there's other ways of doing it, but on these platforms until they are allowed closed. So, for example, Robinhood closes its entire sell operations at 5. The way I showed you that limit sell can kick off after hours. That one stock I was showing you guys before, what was pissing me off, I had that on limit sell, and it should have like sold already. I think supposedly maybe it did, maybe it didn't because I got credit for that. It should have probably sold earlier. Maybe it was just busted with getting the message there because it kind of was a little wonky selling the contract. Again, I guess I would just like to be reassured if there was somebody at Robinhood on the phone going, no, this is what happened. Calm down. Cool your tits. Chill. We'll knock off 10% of your Robinhood gold, the $5. We'll make it. We'll knock out like whatever the fuck amount or something. We'll make it. We'll sweeten the deal in some minute ways so that you'll feel kind of self-important. I'm not expecting a lot. Oh, my opinion will change when this starts to dip massively. I'm being very hospitable. Holy crap! Did AMD go up? Woo! That's oh fuck! I could have put more into that. But okay, so let's look at this for example. Your average cost is $85 at 10 shares. Did I go up $50? I went up 50 fucking cunting dollars on AMD with 10 shares. Oh, now it's starting to go down. Fuck. Now, to be fair, you'll be like, Anthony, you never would have held it that long. No, probably not. But let's try again. Let's see. Do I get to still bitch? Limit order. 89.90. Good till canceled. Completely unnecessary to do that right now. Oh! No, it's working! It's working, folks! Alright, cool! You know what? It's good that we checked. You know what? I'm gonna go to 70. Fuck, what happened? Son of a bitch. Limit sell. We don't want to buy right now, you idiot. 18. Fucking hell. We got a crash on me. This is where I start to second guess myself. 75 sounds like a good ring. Let's see if it lets me get away with it. price is below the current amount. Whoa! Yeah, I almost fucked up. That's what Anthony does in a rush. That would have been really bad. $18. Good God. That would have been the height of stupid in stream. Fucking hell, man. This thing's fighting me today. Alright. Sell. Limit. Doesn't do well under pressure, as you can tell. Fine. God, I hate going... God! Okay, alright, you win. You win. Just... 89... 55... 10 shares. Just let me get out of there. Sell. Done. Yeah! Watch, it's gonna skyrocket back up. So 89.50, we good. So judging by this, we bought in at about $851. We sold off at $895. So let's just ignore the change for now. It's only going to be 10 cents. For about $44 for just buying it on Friday and cashing out today. Watch, it's going to go back up. In fact, it already is. That's the story of my life, guys. Anthony never gets to make all the money, but I'm grateful that I got to make some of the money, and you got to see me do it. Oh, wait. Let's see what else we can ditch since we're in stream. Let's see what workhorse. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. Oh God, no. Okay, let me go. Limit sell. 17. 93? Will you let me get away with that? Huh? Maybe? No, you won't. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try anyways. Boom. Did I do it wrong? 1794? I should have sold. Or are we broken again? I don't get to get it. Is that how it's going to be? Okay. Fuck you, Anthony. Come on. Come on. That should have sold right there. It's going up. You know what? I'm going to stop worrying about it. If it sells, it sells. 1796 and 1794. It should have totally fucking goddamn fulfilled. But, that's what you get for being on a shit platform, apparently. Count... history, let's just make sure, because sometimes it shows up in the other things. Nope, still pending. There have been times where it claims that, and I'd try to cancel the order, and I guess you can't complain after making $40 on AMD. Let's see, anything else really up? Let's do this. Bunk. Total return. What's up, money? Those I'm not selling. Everything else is down. Okay. Well, I'm probably about to lose that $4 sweet dollars. I guess the AMD thing was the only thing I was really concerned about. That was a good catch. Thank you all for coming out. Yeah, this I know that too is up with YouTube. Get the notification where you're nearly 30 minutes in. Luckily, I saw you were on front page that you started. Yeah. Real estate? Yeah, the ones that I got into, I'll credit where credit's due. So Reml, and we'll get to this one in a second. I had up to $5,000 in there. I cashed out. This one could be a madman. It pays out every month. It pays you a dividend by just holding it. So if you've got about, say about $405, am I doing that right? Yeah. You can slap that in. Let's see. I could show you my dividends. History. Because I don't want you to just take my word for it. Bunk. There we go. So, this is still pending from Intel. Anthony sold out of that when they got their big spike. Realty Income is the other one. REML, that's the one you want to pay attention to. I made 84 cents. I only had about 30 shares. That's not that bad. 1400, I got 176 from that. that's rather hard to get. Um, so Realty Income, which I've bought in, if you can find Realty Income for about how do I say this, portfolio, you'll want for the price to dip down if you can be patient enough to about 61 or less. It'll come back up. It's been solid. I believe in it. It's a lot less frantic than REML, which there were times where I would be down $800 fucking dollars on that one, and I'd be like, I'll buy down. It's a stock market crash, and it would keep going down. And Rabbit would be like, calm down, Anthony. It'll come back. You don't know. Your average is $2, you cunt. You don't give a shit. My average is fucking higher. I'm getting raped in the ass over here. It was kind of horrifying when you have thousands of dollars and you're just stuck with no other reason to either lump it or fucking take the loss. And did you take the loss, rip out, and then have everybody laugh at you when they make money later on? I found that these to be safe. Naturally, do your own due diligence, do your own research. But from my own personal experience, I've been through some pretty drastic lows. Not with this one per se. Let's look through REML. Where was my heart attack? 1 year. Fun point, if you look up about March, about the whole, the thing, the disease, the sickness, you'll see all kinds of crazy shit go down. So I think I started sometime around here, but there was a point where this thing went down about $3 flat, and I was like, it's dying. I got pulled into a Ponzi scheme. I'm not getting my money back. I turned into such a drama queen, and it popped back. Rabbit swore up and down. He was like, it's never gonna get that cheap again. Where you could pop in for $2-3 and maybe not. This is supposedly not one of those ones that you buy and sell. But the dream is one day when real estate gets back good, one day it'll be back up here, and hopefully you bought in it for under $5 and you're up $23 a share. So when I showed you all that dividend based off of 1,400 shares, that would have been insane. Just for an example now, I have 230 shares on here and about 200 shares on Webull, again, so I don't have to stare at them all at one place. 200, let's say, yeah, we're $4, $24 a share times that, 600. Here, I'll do this on a calculator. I got too much crap going on in my head. I can typically math, but I'm stupid right now. So I said 24 times 200. That'd be $4,800 if we ever get up to zombie apocalypse numbers, if you know what I mean. Wouldn't that be fucking something? Whew! Would Anthony be able to hold the whole way up? Probably not. Anthony would probably see a whole dollar for 200 shares. He'd be like, $200? Cash me the fuck out. But, we'll see. Maybe I'll grow and learn, or maybe I'll get more disciplined and lose more money. Who knows? It's all you want to win and lose, right? Same, all my stocks were bought in my name when I was born, so I'm kind of just reaping the benefits. So I let smarter people let me handle my shares. Yeah, dividends are a nice way to go if you don't want to worry about it. There's naturally some bigger shares that if you could just get them... I say this. How do I put it? There's not necessarily anything is a bad stock. There's just bad timing. And if you get timing good where you buy in and you get out at the right time, you did it right. You shouldn't trade like that, though. You shouldn't buy in an absolute ass stock looking at going, I'm the one, I'm going to get in and out of here. I've done it. I'm not really proud of it. You should be looking for good investments. So when you do screw up, you could still win in spite of that. You're trying to buy the best investment that gives you the most room to fuck up. So you could still profit some way, somehow. And I've learned the hard way that there's no such thing as a safe investment. I bought I've seen there was I think it was right after earnings. Apple was way the fuck down, and I was like, cool, I'll buy like 6 shares. I think it was close to the weekend. I'll wake up in the morning and things will have recovered to some degree. I'll get out and everything will be neat. It did not. It dropped like fucking another $7. I remember I cashed out 100 down, and that's before Apple took off like a bat out of hell. And then after taking off like a bat out of hell, it did its split. So I've it's a matter of patience and being mentally well, which are two things I'm still working on. Investing in food is pretty safe. CTCP, I had a hunch I wanted to do this. There's advice that Rabbit said, if you're gonna buy a stock and go like crazy at it, you got to kind of believe in it. I was gonna go crazy on Wendy's, but I've seen it has like a $3 swing, but it doesn't happen all that much. It's generally only got like a dollar range where it goes up and down. It's got a nice quarterly payout. I'm pretty sure Wendy's isn't gonna disappear. If you could get in at the cheaper end of it, you're probably better off. And when I say I was gonna buy at Wendy's, I was like thousands. I was like, oh cool. I wonder if I could, because I'm like, this isn't gonna disappear. It'll eventually pop up. Key right now. Let's look up Key. VLO and Key. Da, 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 da. Oh, I was going to do PayPal today. What is that doing? I was going to buy a contract at the beginning of the day. Even though my girlfriend, I swore up and... Oh, thank God. All right, you know what, Rouge? You're beautiful. That's why... No, I don't know what I'm doing. This is definitely not doing that contract now. Key. Holy crap. You know what? I maybe it's good that everything was down. Fuck Key blank. Rough day. Not that horrible. Down 20 cents. Yeah. There's some swing in this one. I'm assuming you mean Key Bank. So let's go back. And the other one you had was VLO. Da 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 da. I miss when the stock market used to crash because this is the wrong... Ooh, interesting. That's a hell of a dip. Monday's supposed to be a green day, a profitable day. But when crashes happen, if you have cash in your account, I consider it's like walking into a store with it. There's a flash sale and everything's good to buy. Not everything's coming back up though, so buy wisely. I had that nightmare with RML. Oh, is it really cheap right now? Let me buy 200 shares. Goes down 20 cents a share. I'll wait for the next crash. Does it again. Same thing happens. Oh, God. Holy shit. That aged me. And then it after earnings hit and they gave out such a healthy dividend. Yeah, I felt great. And I cashed out on my shares at 370. It shot up to 380. I cashed out my shares on Webull at 380. It went up to 390 and sometimes later on 4 and beyond. And I was like, I've got to find a way to get the fuck back in. So I've gradually tried to reinvest. It does pay out every month. So I've learned to be a bit more tentative with it, and I'm not going to go crazy like that unless I guess if I saw AML crash down to $3, I'd probably would I put 10,000 into it? Ooh. I'm sure Rabbit would go have a conniption. I am pretty nutty, and I do make some impulsive moves. So again, as I was trying to wrap up a minute ago, let's just check and see how things are going. Workhorse sold. That's good. What the fuck is this? Waiter Holdings. Oh, I remember reading some Yahoo thing going, oh, that's totally gonna bounce back, and that's why I didn't go batshit crazy with this one. Probably not. I probably bought a turd. But, at least I didn't put a shit ton into it. God. It's these little bad things that I have to make stupid plays to make up for. The perpetual fucking goddamn hurt cycle. Alright, we're gonna hit end. Thank you for coming out to listen to my